It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship Weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the divisional round finale. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and the Lions have a first down.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and got us off and running.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Lions looking at their first red zone opportunity. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. On the red zone now. To the right, he's got to Slav. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal coming up.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
180.
Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. score here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive. Gibbs. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Lions take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juice. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, level it a whole bunch.
Fox now to kick this one away. It's Darius Slayton with the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the pistol, Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
1st and 10 from the 43. Barkley trying this up the gut. And they love to see him flying forward, but he only gets him 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds Barkley underneath. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Offensive line fast. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. So not just the yardage, Brock, but the illegal forward pass also cost them the down. It's 2nd and long. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Lions in the nickel. This is 3rd down. Hurts now from the gun. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. Hurts throwing again. Pass brought in by Slayton. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Moving quickly, trying to get set. It's Hurts once again. Headed out right. Has it down close. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Each round of the playoffs, Brock, getting some early points becomes more and more important. And they're on the board here in the divisional round.
Pretty tricky round for a lot of teams to get through, which makes some early momentum, to your point, all the more valuable. They're doing all they can to avoid getting tripped up before that conference title affair.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
What? 180! Now you won!
A start on the ground with Gibbs. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to the link right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They've got 2nd and 7 to start.
180! 12!
Out of the shotgun. Carr. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right, you just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long.
Shell. Cut. 120. Chris Clare.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The Lions readying for the punt. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. And he gets it away from his end zone. Takes it in at the 26. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Hurts on 1st down. It's a screen to Barkley. They get this down to the 28. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Great. And anyway, Delta.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. They'll cobble together a yard there. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Hurts. On the move, headed right. Cut by the open man. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down. Gibbs now from the gun. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
So it's going to be 2nd and about 4 on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More from Sunday night primetime on the other side. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap here to go. Absolutely fires this one right side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Off to the air now. Waddle makes the catch. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Lions have a 1st down. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss, we've got 2nd and 11. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who've got to have short memories. You tell me this, too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it, because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Working now from the gun. And this one's up there, but a little too far up there.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They send a man in motion.
80, 11, 11, super.
Goff on third. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's fourth down.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
5, cut. Super 66.
Fourth down, Goff throwing. Pass his man. This is caught by Lovett. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. Shoots away from one. The decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. First down throwing for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this third down.
No touch. Trimmer. Count up, Yeti. No touch.
Hurts to throw. Buying some time right. He's making a bid for it. Along the outside, he crosses midfield. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
First down from the 42.
King.
Hurts looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Great.
On first down, Hurts. Forced out to his right. Takes it off to Buckner, complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Elliott connects there, and they've taken back the lead.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. Here comes the final play of our first half.
What's that?
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Slayton with the return. Showing a little burst so far. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
First and 10 from the 32.
180.
A play fake now hurts to throw. A man downfield, and Goddard has it. But he's going to get this to the opposing 41. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Hey! Go silver, ready? Delta!
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's going to keep it this time. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Great. Play. 180. Delta!
First and 10, here's Hurts. Caught just shy of the goal line. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys, hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just do.
And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. They go to Barkley again. This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Toss play to Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 16-point ball game. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. Spins out of one side. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. Look at that power, deep left side. It is caught at the 20. There it is, touchdown Detroit. The Lions shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Slayton with a return. He's going well so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. First and 10 from the 32. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
63.
From the pistol, Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. Gets this to Woods. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 now from the 46. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Hits his running back. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts now from the gun. Getting out to his left. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and of course, it's a throwaway.
180.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Eagles with the lead, hoping to close out a playoff win. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Hurts. Throws caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Hurts is heading up to throw. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Elliott connects there. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Cut. 180.
Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Tiger, Tiger. 180. What's up?
Shotgun snap here to go. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Hey, 76. Go, 12, go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Catch made left side by Laporta. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. So call it a half dozen on that run block. It's 2nd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check.
On the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Hey, 5.
From the gun, Goff. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Lions down by a very unlucky 13. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Eagles get a great return up close to their own 30 before they're able to drag him down. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. Finds a seam, left side, is off to the races. He will not score, but that does set him up front with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
What an injection and momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
Great.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
No touch. No touch.
It's a chance to run it here. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, second and goal.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
It's a design run. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Second quarterback run here. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.